Done? He's only used to political speeches now, so cricket speech he has to plan a little bit. So he's ready with that as well. And we have some of our award winners here in the front as well. So we're going to have a fabulous evening. Well, about the 24th edition of the awards. I know a lot of you have been part of this journey. A lot of you are new to this journey. But it's really been a journey that's just steeped in history. And we thought we'll give you a little snapshot of what this evening, what this institution, what this award means. So let's have a look at the screens at the journey so far. The commitment to cricket and really the one person who really is the driving force behind this, because at the heart of it, he is a fan of cricket, right? Just like all of us. We're just fans of the sport. And he's a fan of more than just cricket. In fact, I have a theory that the reason why I've been invited back to host this a second year in a row is, sir, can I tell them the secret? I'll tell them the secret, all right. So in this very hotel, about 4 months ago, I was doing an event with Michael Phelps, and there was the who's who of South Mumbai, and there was about $1,000 billion in that room that afternoon. And everybody was there, all prim and proper in their suit and tie. And obviously all fans of Michael Phelps, the greatest Olympian of all time. And when we finished the event, Mr. Goenka, like a little fanboy, comes to me and says, I really want a picture with Michael Phelps. Out of all the people in the room, he was the one who came running out. And I said, of course. And I introduced him to Michael Phelps, and they clicked a picture. And that's the only reason why I've been invited back. So I'm just so happy that I did that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the driving force behind these awards, the chairman of RPG Enterprises, Mr. Harsh Goenka, on stage with a warm round of applause.
A very good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you. Since its inception over 2 decades ago, CEAT Cricket Ratings has recognized and rewarded outstanding performances in the arena of cricket. In the years gone by, there have been several greats who have got awards, people like Brian Lara, Ricky Ponting, Muttiah Muralitharan, Jack Kallis. In keeping with the changing nature of the game, CEAT Cricket Ratings has also evolved over the years, and this time we also are awarding for the women's team. However, what's important is the simplicity and objectiveness of the ranking method. In India, we have really 2 types of people, those who love cricket and those who are obsessed with cricket. In fact, the other day, my wife was complaining to me, you just think only of cricket. I bet you don't even remember the day we got married. I said, yes, of course I do. It was the same day as Sunil Gavaskar hit a century in West Indies. I am grateful to the chief adjudicator of the CEAT Cricket Rating, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, for his guidance and direction, to all the guests who have graced the occasion, to the cricketers without whom the event would have been incomplete, and for the media for continuously supporting us for the past 24 years. I thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much. And so on behalf of everyone present this evening, thank you so much for having us here, and thank you for doing this year on year. I would now like to call on stage, you called him the chief adjudicator. I'd like to call him one of the founding fathers of the CEAT Cricket Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the legend, and that's all I'll say, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar on stage.
Thank you, Gaurav. And before the evening finishes, please return my jacket to me. I've never seen anybody's jacket being so short, but you're without a jacket, and you said, I look like a chef, so whatever. But I just want to say, we are here again after an absolutely brilliant IPL that finished yesterday, last ball finish. the end of the Indian cricketing season, and now we look forward to India winning the World Cup. And I say that with Dean Jones and Danny Morrison present. I know they're not going to agree with me, but I think we have the best possible opportunity, best possible chance to win this time around. The way we have been playing, the way we've been combining, I think we stand a very, very good chance. But this evening is also special because apart from all those young Indian stars who are winning the awards with their consistent performances over the last year, there will be a recognition of two of my teammates, two of my favorite cricketing people. One is, of course, my captain, Ajit Wadekar, who's no more. And when I say to people that there does not go a day when I, at least a couple of times, speak like he does. And even Sachin does that because, you know, we've grown up with him, and Ajit had this thing of saying, "Hey, kuthe galas ne, kya?" in that Marathi thing. And that is what I say even when I'm getting into a car or getting into a room, or just, it's just one of those things. So it doesn't go a day when I don't remember my skipper, and I'm happy that his family is here today. And of course, Jimmy Amarnath. Jimmy and I, we go back a long way when we played against each other for the Cooch Behar Trophy, as it was called then. He was playing for North Zone schools, I was playing for West Zone schools. And after that, we played for the Indian schools. So we know each other for such a long time. And in my view, there was that span between 1982 and 86, 87, when Jimmy was the best Indian batsman that was there. I'd never seen anybody play fast bowling in 1983 as well as Jimmy did. Before that, in 6 test matches against Pakistan, when Imran Khan took 40 wickets, Jimmy scored 598 runs in 6 test matches. And then, within 2 weeks, we went to the West Indies, which had, 4 of the fiercest fast bowlers in the game. And we all thought when we went there that we had got used to playing pace of Imran Khan. And while with Imran Khan, at the start of the series in Pakistan, often, our bats were there by the time the ball arrived. But by the end of that series, we had got used to, the pace. So our bat speed was such that we were able to get there. So when we went to West Indies after 2 weeks, we all thought that, we played Imran, so it shouldn't be that difficult. And that we'll also be able to get and play the West Indies fast bowlers. But believe you me, in the first day of the series, we asked to bat. First day of the series, Andy Roberts, when he bowled the first ball, and I'm thinking, I should be able to get there. By the time the ball was past me, my bat was still here. Now, with that kind of an attack, Jimmy scored 600 runs, 598 again. I do not think the West Indian fast bowlers have been played better than what Jimmy did in that series. And there was a funny thing, funny consequence of that. When I got back home and I was having lunch with my father, And my father said to me, how come on this West Indies tour, you were not able to get big runs? And he said, because you were getting, you seem to be batting for an hour, hour and a half, and then getting out. Everybody understands that if you're new to the crease, you can get out in the first couple of overs because you're not set, But he said you were all the time batting 90 minutes, 100 minutes, getting to 20, and then getting out. What was happening? So in order to change the subject, I said, yeah, well, I don't know. Sometimes, I got a good ball, but I don't think I've seen anybody bat better than Jimmy. So I was just trying to change the topic of my not being able to score and bringing Jimmy. And my father, of course, had grown up with Jimmy's father, watching Jimmy's father, Lalaji. And I think I've told Jimmy this before. And my father said, yeah, that may be the case, but in no patch on Lalaji. So I said, but I'm not talking about Lalaji. I've not seen Lalaji. He's saying, no, don't compare. I said, I'm not comparing. I'm just telling you, Jimmy batted so well. He said, no, you're comparing. And I said, no, I'm not comparing. And then it eventually got to a situation where I then said, look, if we are talking about comparing, then Jimmy is already in these 2 series of 11 test matches, got about 1,200 runs. Well, Lalaji didn't get 1,200 runs in his career. He said, don't argue with me, okay? Jimmy is no patch on Lalaji. Now, you don't argue with your father too much, so I quickly changed the topic. But I just wanted to tell everybody that particular series, Jimmy showed us how to play fast bowling. He was probably the only Indian batsman who was playing the West Indian fast bowlers off the front foot. All of us were pinned onto the back foot because it was basically everything was, halfway down the pitch. And the crowd would tell us, man, if you want to drive, buy a car, that kind of a thing. We couldn't get onto the front foot to drive at all. Everything was, trying to defend. And Jimmy got 600. So I'm delighted that he is getting the SIAT Lifetime Achievement Award. And I think that is one of the best things that SIAT does. It's not just recognizing the current performances, but it's appreciating and honoring those who have served the game in the past as well. So congratulations, Harsh, and the team at SIAT for that. I'm pretty certain this evening is going to be as entertaining as the previous ones have been. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to SIAT for continuing with this tradition. This is the 24th year, and it just tells you the commitment that SIAT has towards Indian cricket and Indian cricketers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the evening, and particularly with my tall friend. And please return the jacket at the end of the evening. Okay, thank you.
The story is that we both have the same designer, and we've just realized today that he made the same color jacket for both of us. So I just think the length, though, is slightly different. Because it's short for you. Oh, okay. I feel like it may be slightly long for you.
No, it is short for you.
So it'll be okay for you then. So done. I'll just give it right now, sir. I'll just give it right now. But very importantly, you spoke about Ajit Bhai, of course, somebody who has been one of the most respected, and still is one of the most respected people in the Indian cricket firmament. And we have a small tribute AV that we have made. So, sir, if I could request you to stay on stage while we just play out that audio visual. We will, of course, always miss him and remember him fondly. And of course, uphold the spirit with which he played his cricket. I'd like to call Mr. Anant Goenka on stage, please, MD SIAT Limited. If you could please join Mr. Gavaskar on stage. We have a small felicitation, a small token of appreciation, a small award that we'd like to present to Mrs. Wadekar, who's here in our midst today. So if we could please welcome her on stage and collect this little award that we have for Ajit Bhai. So if I could request you to please be in the center. Please welcome her with a warm round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Namaskar. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first thank PMG Group, Goenka, Saib, Seat Tires, and all of you for inviting me and my family for this grand function. At the same time, thank you very much for respecting and honoring Ajit's small little contribution towards Indian cricket. Coincidentally, today is our 53rd marriage anniversary. And what a better way than to celebrate it with his close cricketing friends. He's always ready to share jokes with his teammates and, of course, drink also. And cricket was his passion. It gave him everything that he was. This passion also extended to his relentless work for physically challenged cricketers for 30 years. Today, there are more than 2,000 physically challenged players, cricket players, are attached to our organization, which is called AICA-PC. This means All India Cricket Association for the Physically Handicapped. So now, this year, in the month of August, first time we are sending these all cricketers to England to play the World Cup. And this is the first time in the Indian cricketing history physically challenged cricketers are going to participate in the event. These cricketers are called Divyang. Divyang cricketers are going to play for the World Cup this year. So we need your able support, your guidance, and your good wishes to them so that we can take this cause of Ajit at the new height. So please give us the strength and good wishes, and let the Divyang players also they also should test the glory of cricket. Now lastly, but not least, is my association, my colleagues, and my family. We are all wishing all the best to Virat's Indian team for the upcoming World Cup. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Big thank you to the Wadekar family for being present here today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sirs. Well, to begin the awards, our young cricketers are all here. But before that, we must reflect on the year that has been in the cricket calendar. It's been a fabulous year. We've had some really top quality cricket, and which has made the jobs of the adjudicators for the awards very difficult. But they like it. They like it when their jobs are difficult. They like it when they have a lot of great performances to weigh against each other. And just to look back real quick and reflect at the year, the fabulous year has been in cricket, let's have a look at this film. Whoa, it was quite a year, wasn't it? Well, let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Our first award is the Outstanding Performance of the Year. I'd like to call Mr. Dean Jones and Mr. Danny Morrison to please come up on stage to give this award. If I could just welcome them on stage. No glasses? Which glasses would you like, though?
I do like scotch. God, I love scotch! But no.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Outstanding Performance of the Year for his 6 for 25 in Nottingham last year against England, Kuldeep Yadav. Congratulations on the award.
So much everyone, and just like to thank CET family for honoring me with this beautiful award, and your support means a lot, and yeah, thank you so much. I'll keep doing the good work.
Absolutely. Good work तो आप करते रहेंगे, हमें इसका कोई डाउट नहीं है, पर नॉटिंघम के उस दिन के बारे में बताइए. Tell us a little about that day, the performance that has won you this award, the 6 wickets on that day. Tell us something about that.
To be very honest, and they started very well. First 10 over, they were like 74 without loss, and I came to bowl at 11th over, and I got the first wicket in the last ball of that over, and from there onwards, when I got Joe Root out, the things were different, and finally I got 6 for 25.
अच्छा ये बताइए कि हमने बड़ा सुना है, वो स्टंप माइक पे सुनते रहते हैं हम, माही भाई पीछे से काफी इंस्ट्रक्शंस वगैरह आप लोग को देते रहते हैं ना, टू यू एंड यूजी, तो क्या क्या बोलते हैं वो, और जब हम नहीं सुन रहे होते, जब एड ब्रेक आती है तो क्या बोलते हैं वो?
ज़्यादा बात नहीं करते वो, बस ओवर के बीच में ही बात करते हैं वो, तो जब उनको लगता है कि बताना चाहिए तो अपने इनपुट्स देते रहते हैं.
कभी आपने उनको बोला कि ये बात आपने जो बोली थी वो गलत थी माही भाई?
कभी कभी बहुत बार गलत होता है, पर कुछ बोल नहीं सकते.
Well done, Kuldeep. Congratulations to you, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kuldeep Yadav. Well, moving on to our next award, which is for the CET Junior Cricketer of the Year. For that, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Mayank Agarwal and Mr. Sabah Kareem. If I could request you to please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this award, a young and upcoming star who scored a brilliant 173 versus South Africa in February, Yashasvi Jaiswal. Big round of applause, please. यशस्वी, congratulations for your award. हमें कुछ बताइए कि आपके बैटिंग आइडल्स कौन हैं, किसकी बैटिंग आप देखते हैं और बोलते हैं कि काश मैं भी ऐसे रिकॉर्ड्स बना सकूं, ऐसी बैटिंग कर सकूं?
गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन. मैं सचिन सर की बैटिंग बहुत देखता हूँ, बहुत लाइक करता हूँ उनकी बैटिंग, और मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैं उनके जैसा प्रिपेयर कर सकूँ, अपने आप को रख सकूँ.
और आगे ऑफ कोर्स ड्रीम्स आपके आर टू प्ले विद द बिग बॉयज और सिटिंग ओवर हियर. आपके कुछ हीरोज बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे,
सब हमारे हीरोज.
वेरी स्वीट. वी विश यू ऑल द सक्सेस. प्लीज बिग राउंड ऑफ अपलॉज फॉर यशस्वी.
एक बात मैं कहना,
बिल्कुल.
ज्वाला सर, दिस इज़ फॉर यू. सर के वजह से ही मैं आज क्रिकेट खेल रहा हूँ, तो वो मेरे लिए मेरे लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा पॉइंट रहा कि ज्वाला सर मुझे मिले और मैं क्रिकेट के मतलब खेल पा रहा हूँ. तो थैंक यू ज्वाला सर, दिस इज़ फॉर यू.
उनको आप ही नहीं, उनको हम भी थैंक यू बोलना चाहेंगे. सो थैंक यू सो मच सर, एंड कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू. थैंक यू जेंटलमैन. थैंक यू फॉर डूइंग द ऑनर्स. Our next award is for the CET Domestic Player of the Year award. I'd like to request Shubman Gill and Shri Nari Contractor to please come up on stage to give away the award. If we could welcome them with a warm round of applause, please. He broke a 44-year-old record of Bishan Singh Bedi. He had a record of 64 wickets in the Ranji Trophy. In his last match, he got 7 for 71 against Manipur and ended the season with 68 wickets from 14 innings. The winner of this award is Ashutosh Aman. Congratulations, Ashutosh. I'm sure there's people you'd want to thank.
मैं सभी को धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा सीएट को स्पेशली मेरे एफर्ट्स को रिकॉग्नाइज करने के लिए और अवार्ड देने के लिए
और ये जो अवार्ड आपने तोड़ा है बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड तोड़ा है बहुत ही लेजेंड का अवार्ड जो बहुत समय से था तो ये फीलिंग थोड़ी और भी स्पेशल हो जाती है उसकी वजह से
स्पेशल फीलिंग तो है बट बिशन सर को देख के बचपन में हम सीखा करते थे और काफ़ी कुछ उनसे सीखने को मिला है और आगे भी सीखते रहेंगे
Congratulations on the award and may you continue with your successful ways.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nari Contractor, please, a big round of applause for our legend. Thank you so much for taking out the time and being here today, sir. Thank you. Well, our next award is a special award because it apparently is returning after a long time. It is the Sports Journalist Award, the CEAT Award for Sports Excellence in Sports Journalism. And to tell us more about that and to set up context, we have one of the leading storytellers of the sport. Oh boy, he's a fan and how. I call him the Silver Fox. We know him as Ayaz Bhai. Please welcome Mr. Ayaz Memon on stage to set up context for this special award.
Thanks, Gaurav. First things first, I'm so delighted that CEAT has kind of revived this award because it's been about 15, 16 years since the awards were discontinued for whatever reason. But I think, just to give you a context, I think it's a very challenging job for journalists to take the game to the fans, and it's becoming even more so with every passing year. The invasion of technology, the proliferation of experts who played the game, they're competing for space. So it's not easy for a professional journalist to kind of keep his relevance going. And in that context, for somebody to make an impact, I think has become increasingly important. Just to give you a context on how this award was decided, it's for a body of work over a period of time. The period of time is obviously the last year. And in my opinion, the criteria is which is the writer who engages you, a sense of understanding of the game, and also the articulation. So when you read that person, you say, hey, I mean, it's something that really engages me. It's not something you just read the headline and move on. And I think that we've got a couple of choices which I personally think are the most apt this year. I'm sure that this is going to be setting the ball rolling again, and CEAT will continue with these awards for as long as the CEAT awards are there. Thank you. So,
I have the winners right here. You will take center stage, please. I'd like to request Mr. Anand Goenka to come back on stage, please, and join the presentation party. So we have 2 awards in this category, a silver and a gold. So we're going to start with silver. An independent journalist, and I've seen her work, and it's fantastic. Please welcome on stage Snehal Pradhan.
I think it's superb that CIAT has acknowledged the contribution to the media in the journey of cricket. I mean, we are storytellers, the cricketers are the story, neither can exist without the other. And I think it's a huge opportunity for me, considering that journalism has no gender. When we have our bylines out there, it doesn't say a men's reporter or a women's reporter. So I'd love to see more and more women in sport, and maybe women in sport writing as well. And maybe this will kickstart that.
Absolutely, Snehal, you're an inspiration. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on the award. Thank you so much. And our second award, which is the gold, goes to Sairam Verma from the Indian Express. Sorry, I got that wrong. It's Sriram Veera from the Indian Express. Apologies for that. Of course, this award has been adjudicated in association with the Mumbai Press Club. Oh, you're running away. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't. We have a journalist who, yeah, see, that's the problem with technology, is typos. Yeah? It's rather ironic that I get a typo when taking the name of a journalist. Yeah, it's ironic. But we'd like you to say a few words, please.
Thanks for the Silver Fox. And Mr. G. Vishwanath and Jaideep Marar were the other panelists. Thanks a lot, sir. And I would like to thank Indian Express, the organization where I work, and in particular, my boss, Sandeep Dwivedi. And nice to see you, SMG, sir. Thank you. And my kid is here, and my wife are here. So, yeah.
Our student of the year, is he ready? Are you ready? Gigi, are you ready? He is always ready. Well, he's a fighter. He has 2 World Cups to his credit. And with the World Cup coming up, we thought, who better but to set up context for this fantastic journey that our team is going to than somebody who played such an integral part in 2007 and in 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote address for the evening, please welcome Mr. Gautam Gambhir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here amongst all of you. I'd like to start by congratulating CIAT and other organizers for putting together these awards. They're easily the most awaited milestone on a cricketing calendar. Their credibility can be gauged from the fact that I played with an MRF bat but still won the award in 2011. So well done, CIAT, that they didn't bring in their corporate rivalries. You may think, why I'm reading my speech? Well, for the last 20 days, I've been delivering political speeches and didn't want this speech to get mixed up. I would like to congratulate Mumbai Indians and Rohit Sharma, coincidentally a CIAT boy, for winning this year's IPL. It takes loads of effort to win the title once, but here they are, winning the record 4th time. It just re-emphasizes my belief that how retaining a consistent core group can do wonders. For me, one of the best moments came after the game was over. There was a clip of Rohit Sharma having some cuddle time with his daughter, Samaira. Rohit tried in vain to catch her attention, perhaps trying to tell her that her father is the new IPL champion. But Samaira didn't care. Maybe she also wants to soon return to cricket ground in cricketing whites. Hopefully by then, women's cricket is as much a force as men's. In the time when women empowerment and equal opportunities are being discussed on most forums, it's important we try to get women's cricket as close as possible to men's. Presently, while men's cricket has taken a rapid elevator to the top, women's cricket seems to be stuttering and stumbling on damaged stairs. For me, the solution lies in BCCI, seeking proposals from private sports management companies on how to better the content of women's cricket. and also marketed better. These private bodies, they need to be given relatively free hand to work. Moving on from here, let's talk about the upcoming World Cup. England is a beautiful venue to play cricket. Last year, the English summer was very hot. If it's anything closer this year, then batsmen are in for some fun. I feel Indian team lacks one more quality fast bowler. Bumrah, Shami and Bhuvi needs more support. You may argue that India has fast bowling all-rounders in Hardik and Vijay Shankar, but I'm not convinced. In the end, it all boils down to getting the team combination right and sticking to it. Besides India, I'd be keenly watching Australia, as I think they're a team to beat. I feel their bowling attack is one of the most well-rounded in the competition. I'm also keen on New Zealand beside host England. Best part is that this World Cup will be well contested, with each team playing other. This format will give us the real world champion, and I think ICC should stick to this format for all future World Cups. I just hope the organizers don't prepare flat pitches. As a spectator, I would like to see a contest and not slam-bang batting. To me, the last World Cup in Australia and New Zealand was the most boring ever. It was too much tilted in favor of batsmen. There were 34 centuries scored in the competition compared to just 5 five-wicket hauls. It is widely claimed that the batsman-friendly pitches are prepared for spectators, sponsors, and broadcasters. I doubt if any of them like this kind of imbalance. Besides, with flat pitches, 2 new balls at each end, a circle rule, we are not helping the future bowlers. There's almost no possibility of reverse swing, and finger spinners are ruled out. With not enough challenge for the batsmen, the overall standard of cricket are being compromised. The organizers needs to agree the demand of each formats are different, but can still peacefully coexist. Currently, it seems like an untrained chef, a mixed up recipe of starters with main course and desserts. Performing in the World Cup is also about being mentally strong. It's vital to take the occasion out of the contest. Sometimes a player ends up playing the stage rather than the next ball. Whoever masters this should win the contest. Thank you very much for having me over, and I wish Indian cricket team all the success in the World Cup. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
Thank you so much, Gigi. And whenever you meet any of the squads, जरा थोड़ा आशीर्वाद दे देना उनको, ठीक है? World Cup वाला special वाला, World Cup special आशीर्वाद. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on with our awards. Our next award is for the SEAT International Women's Cricketer. Could I request Mr. Ajinkya Rahane to come up on stage, please, to give away this award? Scored 668 runs in 12 ODIs with 1 century and 7 half centuries. 531 runs in 22 T20s with 4 half centuries. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Smriti Mandhana. Smriti is, she likes the award, but she's disappointed that there's no Samba Bhel along with that. थोड़ा Samba Bhel भी है. लोगों को please बताइए Samba Bhel की story क्या है?
Well, Samba Bhel, as I mentioned in Breakfast with Champions, is one of my go-to dishes whenever I go back to Sangli. And I had a good break, before women's IPL, so I had a lot of Samba Bhel, so I'm, satisfied now.
Now, every time she speaks about that, I feel like eating some Samba Bhel as well. Tell us about the women's IPL. You just come off that. How was the experience in Jaipur?
Well, I think the 2 weeks were amazing. As a cricketer, to be along with overseas players and the best in the world, and to be competing, it was a great experience for me as a cricketer. And though we didn't play the finals, but 15,000 plus crowd in Jaipur was a sight to see for women's cricket in India, and definitely women's IPL will take women's cricket one step forward.
Yes, so we are also hoping that we see more of it with every year. You've played, in the Big Bash also in Australia. And just in terms of the standard of cricket there, you've played there so much. Has that helped for you in your game in T20s?
Yes, definitely. I think when you go out there in Australia and play and see girls playing, it's like you feel like, "Arey yaar, abhi tak apan kuch bhi nahi hai." You have to up your game, up your fitness to match their level. So when I first went to the Big Bash and came back, I had to actually sit with my coaches and say that, "Nahi, boss, you have to buckle up and be better." So that way, Big Bash was a really good experience for me. I had to come back, work on my weaknesses a lot, and that has really helped me grow as a cricketer.
We must tell people that one of the most stylish left-handers that you see on the field is actually not left-handed. Please tell people she's not left-handed. She's naturally not born a left-hander. So please tell people this story, because I think that is absolutely fascinating, of how you became a left-hander.
Well, I'm a righty, but my father wanted my brother to be a left-hand bat, and that is why he used to stand in front of my brother as a lefty bat. So my brother started picking up bats like a lefty, and I just watched my brother bat growing up. So even I started batting lefty. So that is how I became a left-handed batter.
So the reason why she became a left-handed batter is because she didn't know that there is another way to hold the bat as well. Right? We are so happy that you did not, because you're one of the most stylish left-handers that we've seen. I'm going to ask you a very difficult question. Very difficult. Don't get nervous. It's not a Yorker, right? Between Harman and you, who is better at PlayStation? Listen, you guys don't know. This is pretty serious amongst them. Please tell people how serious this competition is.
Yeah, definitely it's very serious. But right now she has some eye issue, so she's not playing PS. So right now, at the moment, I'm much more better than her.
I think she's just making excuses. I think her eye is fine. I think she's secretly training to make a comeback to beat you.
No, she's just scared of me.
She's scared of you. Well, we know a lot of bowlers who are scared of you, but of course a lot of fans who love you and are happy to see you. Smriti, thank you so much. You're a delight, and we know with you, Indian cricket's future is in safe hands. So thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause to Smriti. Thanks, Ajinkya. Thank you. Our next award is for the T20 Bowler of the Year. 28 wickets in 9 T20s at an average of 7.92. Somebody who's not Indian but is really loved in India. The winner is Rashid Khan. We don't have him here, but he has sent us a little message. So can we please play that? Last year, and he was a load of fun. We definitely miss Rashid this year, and we hope that he will be back for the next year Cricket Awards. Our next award is for the International T20 Player of the Year. I would like to request Mr. Karsan Ghavri to please come up on stage to give this award. If we could please welcome him with a warm round of applause. Karsan bhai. And the winner of this award, 465 runs in 16 T20s with a highest score of 172 in 76 balls. The winner is Aaron Finch. He, of course, is not here. I'd like to request Mr. Dean Jones, if he could please come up and collect the award on his behalf. We could have a warm round of applause for both Aaron and Dino. Dino, we are trusting that you'll get this award to Finchy. Yeah? Thank you so much, sir. He's kept it in his pocket. We'll send Danny Morrison as the class monitor to ensure that it's handed. Oh, we're in trouble now. Our next award is the SEAT International Test Cricketer of the Year 2019. And to give this award, I'd like to request Mr. Sunil Gavaskar to please come up on stage. 930 runs, an average of 54.7, 4 centuries, the highest score of 193. The winner, Cheteshwar Pujara. Congratulations on the award.
Very good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. I think it's been a great year for the Indian cricket, and it can't be possible without the team. I think the way we played in Australia, I think that is something which all of us will remember for a long, long time. But to start off with, I think it has been a fantastic year for the Indian team, and I hope we continue to do well in Test cricket, and I'm sure there is World Cup coming, so I'm hoping that we'll win that again.
Che, tell us, you have so many people who you bat with in the team. Who do you enjoy batting with the most? Remember Ajinkya sitting over here, huh?
Okay.
Mayank sitting over there.
Mayank is already raising his finger.
Yeah,
so
Mayank's already raised his hand. He's batted a lot more with Ajinkya. Mayank, wait your turn, yeah?
No, I think actually it's
a tough question.
Yeah, it's a tough question. I can't name one, but
so don't name one. Let me step in and help you. How is it batting with Ajinkya? Tell us some experience of batting with him.
Well, whenever he's at the crease, especially when we were playing in Australia, he was looking to go after the bowlers, and he's very clear with his game plan. And good part about this Indian team is the communication. With all our batters, we communicate well. We know what our game plan is, how we want to execute things. And our batting coach is here, so he's already smiling, Sanjay Bhai. So I think the good part about this team is all of us have played a lot of cricket together for the A team, and we know each other's strength, and at times what it requires to be successful. All of us put in a lot of hard work to achieve that, and it's a great, great unit to be part of.
And of course, we've just seen Jasprit Bumrah has just entered. Rohit Sharma has just entered. Let's give them a round of applause. Winners.
Well done, guys. Well done, Rohit. He's already smiling.
He's always smiling.
Yes.
He's always smiling. Sometimes he's smiling, sometimes he's making faces, but it's always a smiley face.
Most of the times he's smiling.
Most of the time. You want to say something about Jasprit Bumrah and, of course, his emergence in Test cricket over the last year and some?
Well, to be honest, when I'm standing in the slip, sometimes I'm afraid because the pace he's generating, especially in Australia, it was tough fielding in the slips. So I think the way he has improved as a bowler, it's remarkable. He has worked a lot on his fitness, and obviously when I'm facing him in the nets, his unique action and the deliveries which he was bowling at me helped me prepare well against Australians.
What Ishant Sharma called the scooter. Yeah? Jasprit Bumrah scooter. Thank you so much, Cheteshwar. Congratulations on your award. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy to have both Rohit and Jasprit in our midst. So let's get them on stage, and then we can give them a big round of applause for winning the 4th title for the Mumbai Indians. Well, Rohit, well done as captain. Let's give them a big round of applause and get them on stage. Rohit Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah. Guys, tell me honestly, honestly answer this question. Was yesterday more difficult playing the game, or today been more difficult after winning the trophy?
Actually, today. We landed in Mumbai around 6 o'clock. And we've been on the road since then. So we had a open bus ride all the way from Antilia to Trident. So it was a great feeling.
It was good. Bumrah, congratulations on yesterday's performance. I think we all saw the game. Did everybody see the game yesterday? Was there anyone who didn't see the game? Raise your hand and then we will escort you out. No? Okay, everybody saw it. I think more than your bowling yesterday, which we have all come to expect excellence from, I think your attitude when things went wrong, when there was a dropped catch or byes given, I think your attitude at that point in time has won you a lot of fans. So congratulations on that. You've displayed great attitude. I think that deserves a round of applause. I think it just shows this young man's temperament. Now tell us, are you genuinely as cool as it shows outside? कि अंदर से थोड़ा धुक 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 थोड़ा होता है?
Sometimes a lot of emotions are going on, but you understand that you're playing a tough game, so sometimes in the heat of the moment, mistakes can happen. So there's always a chance of coming back till the game is going on. So I try to not to show emotions quite a lot because I know I have also dropped catches. Fielders can drop catches. It's how the game goes. So just focus on that and hopefully everything should go well.
Does that come from the captain also? Because captain's also like that. He's a smiling Buddha, laughing Buddha captain. Huh?
No, he doesn't. I have not seen him show emotions quite a lot. Or maybe if he's showing, so I was not facing him. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's always good that you have a captain who's backing you.
Yesterday, while Malinga threw that overthrow, which Ishan Kishan got MS out.
Yeah.
I got a little emotional there. And I was actually, kind of a little frustrated because on that particular pitch, every run to us mattered. We knew that.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to give them any easy runs. So he threw the ball unnecessarily and it was a single that was easily completed. So there was no need of that throw. But he threw the ball. Luckily, Ishan Kishan was standing there and he came running through quickly and got that crucial run out. And then probably you could see on the giant screen as well. First I was quite animated, anger. And then I was celebrating the wicket. So it was in one ball, two emotion.
You do you think it's a little unfair that every alternate year you win the trophy and you're not giving anybody else a chance?
No, I've been saying this.
Are you feeling guilty? You should feel a little bad, no? But बाकी भी आते हैं ना? बाकी भी आते हैं खेलने.
Guilty क्यों feel करना है? हम लोग बहुत मेहनत करते हैं जीतने के लिए. तो I think it's a very proud moment for all of us because, the kind of preparation we put in before the tournament, not before the tournament actually, as soon as the tournament gets over, our preparation in 2 months starts in terms of finding the players that we need to get in our team and things like that. So, Mumbai Indians is a very professional unit, not just the players, but also, beyond that, our owners, the staff that we have. They're quite professional and they're very clear in what they want to achieve. So it makes our job very easy, on the field. And also, there is bigger picture in mind always. So we try and every time go out there and try and give our best shot. Some days it will work, some days it won't. That's what sport is all about, and we know that. Last year, I think we didn't qualify. We were quite harsh on ourselves. But again, we knew that it was a very good cricket team that we have. We could go and achieve some glory as well.
Now you guys have to break a pattern, right? It's 13, 15, 17, 19. So people may write you off in 2020 saying, ये तो even year में कुछ नहीं कर पाते. Odd year में ही जीतते हैं. So now you have to break the pattern next year and win it 2 in a row. You have to break the pattern. Just breathe.
See, it's always difficult, but we don't focus on all of these things. We just want to enjoy the game and the results will take care of itself.
Okay, now there is the high of course, winning this trophy, but you guys will have to forget this really soon. Put this behind you because a really important month and a half is coming up ahead. So Rohit, have you put a thing in your head that we'll celebrate for maybe 2 days or 3 days or 1 day or 1 week and then we have to focus on the World Cup?
Yeah, see, we knew as soon as the IPL gets over, the focus will obviously shift on the World Cup. But we've got a few days before we embark on that flight to UK. So we just want to relax, take some time off, enjoy, spend some time with family, and see where it goes from there. Because most of the guys have been on the road for last 6-7 months. If you look at the calendar, a lot of the guys been playing continuous cricket. So it's good to have some time off also. And I'm sure these 5-6 days that we have, or 10 days we have, probably will do good than bad, I guess.
Jasprit, quickly, Ishant Sharma told me that you sledge the senior bowlers in our team. You sledge Ishant Sharma and tell him, engine garam kar lo, engine garam kar lo. You're sledging Shami also. And so is that, are you aware that they are your seniors and you should be talking to them respectfully and saying, Bhaiya, engine garam kar lo?
That is not entirely true. But yeah, I always keep an eye on the speed gun. So whenever we are playing a test match, so we need some motivation going on. So whenever if the speed gun shows that they are bowling slow, then I'm behind both of them, that you have to keep going and you have to keep putting in the pressure. But so when you're playing test matches, you need some or the other thing to keep you going all the time. So I try to do that.
ये थोड़ा सा अभी ना थोड़ा ट्रेंड बन गया ये हमारे फास्ट बॉलिंग ग्रुप में कि ये ऐसे बॉल डालते हैं और तुरंत ऊपर स्क्रीन पे देखते हैं कि क्या स्पीड आ रहा है. तो ये आपस में एक अच्छा हेल्दी कंपटीशन है. In a way, I see it in a positive way because one is trying to get better off the other. So obviously there is a competition amongst the group. Even it's the same with the batter also. So it's nice to have that going around because it's only going to do good for your team.
Who does the best sledging out of all the fast bowlers to each other? Ishant said it's you.
No, it's not me for sure. It's Ishant and Shami. When they are going at it each other, it's a sight to watch. They're obviously very close friends, but it's always a great sight to see when they're behind each other and they always push each other to do well as well. So it's always a great sign. As a unit, we are doing well and we're pushing each other to do well. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
Cheteshwar spoke about you and how good your bowling is. I think you would also want to speak about him because he plays for so long, it gives you time to rest as bowlers, doesn't it?
Yeah, we were very happy that he's in our team because we don't want to bowl to him because if you bowl to him, you have to bowl and bowl and bowl and bowl and bowl and till the end, you get tired. So we are very happy that he's in our team. So when you bowl to him, your patience is tested. So that helps us prepare as well. So yeah, it's always tough bowling to him, but we're very happy that he's in our team.
And last question, Rohit. You were bound to win yesterday because of the new good luck charm in your life, weren't you?
Yeah, but quite happy with it. Kabhi na kabhi to hona hi tha, to. Very happy, very happy.
But I think what is amazing is that little Samaira slept through the entire noise that was made when Dhoni's run out happened. And of course, I think her being there, a lot of credit goes to her as well. She's a good luck charm and you won. So 4th year in a row, 4 trophies. I think as a captain, you are extremely underrated. As a captain, I think you deserve a lot more credit. And I think those 4 trophies are just the beginning of things you're going to do. So big round of applause for Rohit Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you guys have a seat. Thank you so much for coming up. I'm going to give away the SEAT International Bowler of the Year 2019 award. To present the award, I'd like to invite Mr. Mohinder Amarnath on stage, please. Could we welcome him with a warm round of applause? Jimmy Pa. And the winner of the SEAT International Bowler of the Year 2019. 12 matches, 21 wickets in ODIs, 7 tests, 35 wickets in test matches. Jasprit Bumrah.
Very happy. It's been a very good year. It was always a dream to play Test cricket. Finally playing Test cricket, and the start has been good. So yeah, really happy. Hopefully the rhythm will continue, and hopefully new successes will come.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jasprit Bumrah. Our next award is the SEAT International ODI Cricketer of the Year. I'd like to request Gautam Gambhir and Mr. Anand Goenka to please come up on stage to give this award. (1,416 runs with an average of 67.42, 5 centuries and 13 catches as well. Ladies and gentlemen, our winner is Rohit Sharma. We spoke so much anyway, but still, I'm sure you want to thank a few people for this fantastic run that you've had in ODIs.
Yeah, see, of course, without my teammates, this wouldn't have been possible. Every now and then, to have that support of your teammates is very important, and I do understand that. So, yeah, I think credit goes to them as well, whatever partnerships I've had, and also on the field, winning the matches, which is, to me, more important than scoring those runs, scoring those hundreds. Individual milestone to me doesn't matter a lot. But going and winning in South Africa, going and winning in Australia, and then in New Zealand, those are the things that I look forward to. And, you know, we have such a great team to thank for.
Not just hundreds, also double hundreds. Are people still asking you when you're going to score your first 300?
No, I don't think so. Not now. When I got my double 100 in 2017, they did ask me, but I mean, yeah, they do understand it's too much. So they've realized that, I think.
Aega, apna time aega. Apna time aega. Ladies and gentlemen, Rohit Sharma. Big round of applause for him, please. Special performance on stage right now, a musical performance. See, Rohit, our last winner, of course. Rohit is a big fan of rap as well. I don't know how many of you saw his social media video of rapping the Gully Boy song. Did everybody see it? Yeah? You all saw it? So now we have a very special rap performance. Rohit Sharma is going to be doing the entire soundtrack of Gully Boy for us. I'm just joking, I'm joking. Relax. But tension mein aa gaya, bahut tension. Both hard, bhai, both hard. Both hard. No, we have a rapper who's going to rap about you and about the Indian cricket team and about cricket. Please welcome on stage Chaitanya Sharma. Welcome on stage Mr. Mohinder Amarnath.
Namaskar. I know we have some foreign guests here, but I'm going to speak in Hindi today. I'm sure they have learned quite a bit. Thank you, Sunny. आपके बहुत जो आपने शब्द कहे मेरे लिए उसका शुक्रगुजार. And Sunny और मैं हमने स्कूल में क्रिकेट शुरू की थी. Exactly, I would say 55 years back. Right. 55 साल पहले we played together as in school boys cricket. और मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ ये अवार्ड का जो मुझे मिला है और मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ can I call you हर्ष हर्ष and सुनील कि इन्होंने मुझे इस काबिल समझा कि ये अवार्ड मुझे मिला जाए और मैं एक थोड़ी सी चीज़ यहाँ पे कहना चाहता हूँ कि ये एक मेरे पास एनवलप भी है यहाँ पे तो मैं जवानों का बहुत आदर करता हूँ इंडियन आर्मी का तो ये जो मनी है ये मैं आर्मी वेलफेयर फंड के लिए भेजूँगा और इसमें से थोड़ा सा अमाउंट जो है वो एक मैं टेंपल जाता हूँ एवरी ट्यूसडे हनुमान मंदिर के लिए, तो देर इज़ अ गाय वाली ओवर देयर, उसके बच्चों की पढ़ाई के लिए, और एक गार्डनर है गोवा में जो गरीब इंसान है उसके बच्चों की पढ़ाई के लिए। ये थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Jimipa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here this evening. आपने 4 चांद लगा दिए शाम को. Can we please have a big round of applause for Mr. Mohinder Amarnath, the winner of our Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Gavaskar. Thank you so much, Mr. Goenka. Thank you for doing the honors. Very happy to be here when Mr. Amarnath has received the award. The first person I shared screen space with when I began my journey in cricket broadcasting. So Jimipa, thank you so much for being so gracious then, and thank you so much for your contribution to Indian cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here this evening. You've been a fantastic audience.